as another week in college football just passed, we have to look at the new college football rankings. And a lot of teams got upset this week, like number 6, Alabama, number 4, Clemson, and number 1, Tennessee went down as well. So a lot of things are going to change in this college football rankings. And today I will be giving you my top 5 and what I think of these college football rankings. I don't really like the college football playoff system. I think a lot of rankings are wrong, and that's why I'll give you my opinion here today. This is probably one of the craziest weeks coming off of college football history, and I've never seen a week like this where everyone went down. My number 5 team in the college football nation is the TCU Horned Frogs. I think TCU's done really good all year, and they find ways to win. They're not all convincing, but all that matters is that you find a way to win, and they're one of the only unbeaten teams left in college football, and I think number 5 is good for them. Number 4 is my biggest hot take, and as of right now, this is the hottest team in college football. No one's playing better than Oregon. Oregon came off a loss to Georgia in week one. Everyone's like, oh, forget about Oregon. Bo Nix is probably one of my Heisman favorites, and his odds are really, really good as of right now because no one's hotter than Oregon, and they've come off some top 10 wins, top 25 wins. Oregon is rolling. At number 3, I have to go the Michigan Wolverines. Michigan's just straight rolling right now. They almost slipped up at Rutgers because they were down at halftime. But Michigan's dominated in most of the games they played in, and their biggest win is at Penn State. At the end of the year, they'll decide if they're college football playoff bound because they versus Ohio State, and Ohio State right now is number 2. And number 2, I have the Georgia Bulldogs. I never really thought Tennessee was that good, so Georgia just beating Tennessee by 14 points is not as big as my opinion as many people say it is. I think Georgia's really good, and number 1 and 2 can be swapped around. At number 1, I have Ohio State. I mean, you can make the fact like, oh, they barely beat Northwestern, but now we know that Ohio State has one of the best offenses in college football, where if they cannot pass the ball, they know how to run it, so they can do all. They have really good defense as well. And then, thanks for watching this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments down below what is your top 5 in college football, and what do you think of my top 5. I have a lot of hot takes, but I think that's the best thing about it, and I don't have a playoff spot, so I don't really have any say in the rankings. But I hope they go along with something like this because I think anything else will be wrong. Like, I don't think Tennessee deserves to be a top 4. I don't think LSU deserves to be a top 5. I don't see any of that anymore. Guys, see you on the next video, and thanks for watching.